What's going on, guys? It's Steve. Is Stephen Curry going to have a better NBA season than LeBron James in 2016-17? Now, there are a lot of factors to put into this and to look at. So, sit down, do what you need to do while I talk. Alright, in the comment section below, you guys can obviously tell me what you guys think. But, Stephen Curry. The Golden State Warriors with Stephen Curry, they acquired Kevin Durant. Now, what does this mean? Acquiring someone that's scoring 27 points per game for their career means everyone's points are going to go down because no one on that team that was on that team last year is the first option anymore. And that's just fact. That's a fact. With Kevin Durant on the team, Kevin Durant is the number one option because he is the best player on that team. Now, Stephen Curry has to sit back and go to the number two option like he was when Baron Davis was there. Not Baron Davis, Monte Ellis was there a long time ago. But Kevin Durant, I predict 27 points per game. His scoring is never going to go down, while he's in his prime. His scoring is not going to go down. He's just that great of a scorer. He's that great of a player, right? Everyone else's scoring is going to go down. And here's why. Here's the thing. Stephen Curry last season, his usage percentage was like 32%. Klay Thompson was around like 27, 26, 25. Draymond Green's was like 17 to 25. In that range, right? But when you have Kevin Durant come, who also has a usage percentage of 30%, 30 plus percent, right? I think Kevin Durant was like 31.5% last season. It could have been higher. When you have someone that gets used that much in the game, has that many plays ran for them, that a third of the plays ran are for them, and you're the second best player in the world, that means Stephen Curry's usage percentage is going to go down, which means Kevin Durant, which means Stephen Curry's points per games are going to go down, all the stats are going to go down, the amount of threes are going to go down. I don't see Stephen Curry breaking his three-point record again. I don't see it happening because he's not going to have the ball in his hand as much because he already plays off-ball as it is. And, with Kevin Durant, he's going to play off-ball even more because, let's be real for a second, Kevin Durant is ball dominant. So that's going to happen. Stephen Curry, I would say Stephen Curry is going to average around 21, maybe 22 points per game, 3-4 rebounds, maybe. Yeah, I think his assists might slightly go up, but then again, he does play off ball, so I'd say the same amount of assists, maybe like 5-6 assists per game, which isn't really bad if you think about it. But, so yeah, 21, 22 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, around there. I predict everyone else on that team, I know this is about LeBron, but real quick, I predict Kevin Durant 27, 7, and 4. Klay Thompson 18 and 5. Nah, actually 18 and 3. Draymond Green maybe 12, 7 and 7, something like that. Now let's go into LeBron James. Now, here's the thing. Kyrie Irving has officially entered his prime. He even said this himself. After he hit that game-winning shot on Stephen Curry in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, his whole life changed. He feels better, he's gotten better, and he's worked even harder this offseason. So after hitting that game-winning shot on Stephen Curry's grill, the back-to-back MVP, that gave him more confidence, and he is officially in his prime. So what does this mean? This means Kyrie Irving's probably going to score around 24 points per game. What does this mean? This means LeBron James is going to continue to be in cruise control because he has Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Kevin Love's probably going to do the same thing, 16, 18 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, around there, right? And Kyrie Irving, 24 points per game, I predict. And LeBron, obviously, he's still going to be the leading scorer, leading rebounder, not leading rebounder, that's Kevin Love, but second in rebounding, leading passer, and, best defensive player on that team, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I predict LeBron around 25, 7, and 6, 25, 7, and 7, around there, just like he did the last 2 years, just in cruise control, which is, it's kind of sad to see. I've been watching LeBron since, for so long, back in his first era with Cleveland, when he would dominate in the regular season and play like it's Game 7 of the Finals in every regular season game, dunking on everyone, dropping threes like it's nothing. Man, I got to chill out with my reminiscing, but, so yeah, he's going to just be in cruise control, and it's going to be light work, and Cavs are going to do their thing, Warriors are going to do their thing, and we're most likely going to see them meet again in the finals. But do either of these two players have the opportunity to win MVP? Yes, they do, and I think it's going to go to LeBron James, and here's why. Well, whoever has the higher chance between these two, I think LeBron has the higher chance, and here's why. When Kevin Durant is, I know this sounds cliche, but Kevin Durant is on that team, which officially makes him the most valuable player on that team. I'm sorry, Stephen Curry, you're a great player, but you're not up there with LeBron and Kevin Durant. It's not even close, okay? you don't impact the game as much as these two players do. And it's crazy because Kevin Durant's not even close to LeBron, that just shows you how good LeBron is. But anyway, so Kevin Durant, LeBron James, I think, has a higher chance just because I think LeBron, still being the best on the team, and the team's going to do what they do, probably win 57 games, maybe close to 60, around there. And LeBron's going to do his thing. And the crazy thing is his numbers on cruise control at the age of 31, well, he's going to be 32, the age of 32 are still better than 95% of the league. And he's on cruise control, not even going his hardest, which is scary. So imagine if he played like he did the last 3 games of the 2016 finals all the time in the regular season. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. But yeah, so I think LeBron has a higher chance of winning MVP than Stephen Curry does. Now, I'm not saying Stephen Curry doesn't have a chance, because he does. Just not. I don't think he's gonna get it. It's just not as high of a chance as he did last year and the season before. My highest MVP candidates, I would say, if the Rockets can play well and at least get top 2-3 seed, James Harden. But again, it's always the top 2. I think historically it's the top 3 seeds from each conference always win MVP, except for one time with Michael Jordan. I think that's how it goes, historically. So if you think about that, who's going to finish top 3 in the East? Cleveland, Toronto, and New York. And in the West, who? Golden State, Clippers, and San Antonio. So that means it's either Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, or LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and this is a tough one with the Raptors, because I would say DeMar DeRozan. I think DeRozan's the leader of that team, to be honest, especially how Kyle Lowry plays in the playoffs. But wow, that's awful. But yeah, so it's either going to be LeBron, Kyle Lowry, or Carmelo in the East. Because there's only one MVP, or Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, or Kawhi Leonard. Now, again, I think Stephen Curry does have a chance, but I just don't see it happening. Not with Kevin Durant on his team. That's pretty much going to make it impossible for him to win MVP. When you have the second best player in the world on your team, and then you also have 2 other All-Stars, like, come on, man. How, what I'm saying? Like, even without Stephen Curry, that team would have won a lot of games. Now, I'm not saying they would have won the championship, because they didn't even win it with him. But what I'm saying is, they still would have won a lot. Maybe not 73, but they still would have won a lot of games. I'm not taking anything away from Curry, because he's a beast. But so yeah. So I think LeBron is gonna have the better NBA season. Now, record-wise, I'm pretty sure the Golden State Warriors will probably have the best record in the NBA. I don't see them winning 74 games. I don't see them winning 70-plus games. I say around 65 to 67. That's my prediction. So probably 65 and 17, 66 and 16, or 67 and 13, around there. Wow, I can't even count. 67 and 15, excuse me. So yeah, I predict around there. Wow, so yeah, wow, I just made myself sound like a jackass, man. Can't even count. But yeah, so the Warriors are gonna have the better record, but again, I don't see Stephen Curry doing it. Do you guys think that Kevin Durant can win MVP next season, even with him joining this team that's already great? Because if you think about it, logically, how the hell is he MVP if they already won so many games without him? But anyway, that's just my predictions. I would like to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me everything that you think about Stephen Curry and LeBron, how they're going to play. Do you think the Warriors are going to have a better record? Do you think the Cavaliers are going to have a better record? Do you think they're going to meet again? Do you think there's going to be an upset in the East with the Cavaliers losing to, let's say, the Knicks or the Raptors? Do you think the Golden State Warriors are going to lose to, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Spurs, and there'll be an upset like that, and we won't see these 2 dominant players again? But me personally, I think we will see these 2 dominant players meet again. Well, actually, it's not going to be LeBron and Curry anymore. It's going to be LeBron versus Kevin Durant. And it's going to be Kyrie versus Curry. Which means, you know what this actually means? This means Stephen Curry, if the Cavaliers can get a really good lineup, and they can force another pick and roll, but when you do that pick and roll switch, you actually force a foul on whoever Stephen Curry is guarding before the pick, because Stephen Curry is trying to not allow him to move, and then the other player has to sort of push Curry out the way to get the pick, to get the switch. So you kind of risk a foul there, which is kind of dangerous at sometimes in the game. But especially when it's crucial. So the Cavaliers need to find a lineup where they cannot, where the Warriors are forced to put Curry on Kyrie, and that they would be unstoppable. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on too long. I'm out of here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Peace.